Hi, everyone. I'm Leslie Gould, the Executive Director of the Greater Beverly Chamber of Commerce, and I want to welcome everyone to our first Zooming In with Linda Turcotte from Keller Williams, real estate extraordinaire. Linda, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you so much for having me, and I'm so happy to be the first one.
You're the initial one. So listen, talk to us about your business. You actually made a career change. How'd you get into the industry?
Oh my goodness, I made a career change very late in life. So I had spent most of my career, I started out in banking at the Salem 5, and I had 8 years there. And then I made the leap over to the corporate world into a large company that provides information technology services to banks. So I was on the other side of the banking industry. I did that, like I said, for a very long time, and it was very satisfying until the end. And then I just felt like I was not involved with my community because I did a lot of travel for my job, and I just needed a change. And I was always interested in the real estate world. So I made the leap.
Do you feel like it really fits your personality?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you feel like the excitement of buying and selling and helping people, does that feel like it really fits your personality better?
Oh, absolutely. So one of the things that I really enjoyed about my prior position was helping people and solving problems and just negotiating contracts. I love doing that. But for what I'm doing now, I just get so much more satisfaction out of it because it's more of a personal level. It's not the business. This is the largest financial decision anybody's going to make in their life, pretty much. So to be involved with that and help people achieve their dreams. And don't get me wrong, it's not all fun. There are circumstances, people pass away or people get divorced, but for the most part, I totally enjoy what I'm doing.
What's more fun for you, selling, having someone sell their house, or helping someone buy their house?
Right now, selling. There's hardly any inventory right now, so it's very difficult for buyers in this market. There's so much competition, and it's just, being on the sell side right now is where it's at. But I really love working with buyers, especially first-time home buyers. When they finally get that house that they've been saving for and dreaming of, it's just a fantastic feeling when you're at the closing table with them.
There are obviously so many realtors, and whenever, it's hot, people jump into the real estate business, to join a firm, if you will, a company. What really do you think sets you apart from other realtors?
Well, I'm a solo agent, and there are a lot of solo agents out there, but there's also a lot of teams and groups. But I feel that being on my own, especially coming from the corporate world where I worked for someone else and I had to report to someone, this is my own business and it's very personal to me. I just feel like I provide very personalized services, and it's not a one size fits all. You have to adapt to each situation and to each, client's personalities and their needs. So I've worked with a lot of folks that are in a situation where someone has passed away and it's in an estate sale.
Yeah.
And it's very emotional, first of all, but then there's things that you have to deal with as far as, getting the house cleaned out. And I feel like I go above and beyond on that. And I actually would get in there and pitch in and help them get the house ready, to put on the market.
And realtors, you're working with a lot of different businesses. You just mentioned cleaning out the house. You must have an arsenal of different kinds of businesses to help get that house cleaned out, help stage the house, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Am I correct?
Oh, exactly. You have to have a toolkit, with all sorts of resources available. And I feel like I have that. And also on the professional side, as far as attorneys and lenders, to know the right people to work with. If someone's buying a home, who's the right home inspector I should use. But again, if someone's getting ready to stage a house, a house stager. that's one thing I do provide. I will bring in a stager to do a consultation when someone's selling their home, and that's on me. And the stager will write up recommendations of what people should do to get their home ready for sale. And then it's up to the client whether they want to do everything, do nothing, or do some of it. So home stager, painters, contractors, movers, junk removal. I have all of those people at my disposal. So yes, it's very important.
So you've been a member of the Greater Beverly Chamber of Commerce, which of course we're very grateful for. Has, just based on what you just said, has being a member of the chamber helped you network for those services that you're using right now?
Absolutely. Actually, my home stager, I met her at one of the chamber events. I forget exactly which one it was, but I know it was at the what used to, well, it's Rev Kitchen now.
It was a Viva Cucina.
Yes. So definitely. And I just feel like I'm part of the community now, and, giving back. And yes, but definitely have made many connections being part of the chamber. And it's one of the best decisions I made since starting my own business.
Well, thank you. And we did not pay you to say that, correct?
No, you didn't.
Talk to us about how you've been able to pivot during the last year.
Oh my goodness. So
right?
Initially, as with everybody, it was almost total shutdown, and business kind of came to a screeching halt. But gradually, people found ways to adapt. So instead of having people come through your house for an open house, it was a virtual open house where, you use technology to bring people through the home. And then that eased up a little bit. But everybody had to adapt. And, you can't just have an open house and have 100 people come through all at once. It has to be either scheduled, certain time slots scheduled, or people stand in line. But, if somebody wants to buy a house, they're going to do that.
What have you learned about yourself over the past year?
That I have been able to adapt and change. I mean, everybody has had to do it. And in order to keep your business going, you have to figure out new ways to do it.
Good for you. I think we all feel that way. I felt like I had to ask because, it has been the most challenging time, I think, for all of us, for sure. So speaking of challenges, when you're getting ready to sell your house, it's always been the kitchen and the bath. Is it still the kitchen and the bath that needs to be updated? What's hot right now?
I definitely the kitchen and the bath. That's what I go for. But if I have a situation where a client has not done the updates, it's better to just leave it as is and let the next person come in and, put their own stamp on it and do it the way that they want it.
What's the biggest mistake homeowners can make when they're selling their house?
Oh my goodness. Well, before they even get ready to sell the house, is not doing the preventive maintenance that should be done all along. So people get to a point where, I want to put my house on the market. And then you find out that, maybe the burner should have been replaced a couple of years ago. Maybe I should have replaced the roof, things like that. Some people think, they want to come in and just look at the pretty kitchen and, the family room and this and that. But it's really important to pay attention to the structure. And, again, has the roof, how old is the roof? Is the buyer going to have to replace it? Things like that. So to me, the biggest thing is preventative maintenance and keeping the house maintained.
We've just got about a minute left, a minute and a half. I noticed that people are kind of sprawling outside their home. You've seen a lot of patios that have now become sports arenas, if you will. They've got outside bars and televisions, and you've got your pizza fire pit and all this kind of stuff. Is that important? Is that growing in popularity? Like, that's something every house needs to think about now, because people are going to want to have these things for their home?
Oh, definitely, especially now more than ever. As you said, people are outside. Who knows how much longer we're going to be in this current situation. So, and actually, personally, that's what I've been doing myself. I've always had a nice backyard, but I've done more to it so that it would just be more inviting and just spending more time outside for sure.
Is there anything else you'd like to add or anything you think I've missed?
Well, I don't think you've missed anything as far as what I do, but I just want to take this opportunity to thank you and Robin for the fantastic job you do. You two ladies amaze me, and I'm so happy to be part of this chamber and to have you two. And thank you for what you've done throughout this whole pandemic.
Oh my God. Please, it's been a pleasure. That's my, I love to help people anyway. So it's been a pleasure. Give us your contact information too, in case people want to get in touch with you.
Okay, people can get in touch with me by text or calling me, and my cell phone number is 978-884-5740. Or you can email me at lturcotte, and that's LTURCOTTE @kw.com.
Linda, I really want to thank you for joining us for our first Zooming in with. And if any chamber member out there would also like to join me in our Zoom and chair, you can just email me at lgould@greaterbeverlychamber.com. So thanks so much, Linda.
Right, thank you. Appreciate it.